students, welcome to the online session or the subject of structural analysis. This subject of structural analysis is mainly for the student of structural engineering. Basically, in design of any kind of a structure, first of all, analysis is required to be done. If the analysis of the structure is done properly, then the design of the structure can be done properly. So basically, we can say that structural analysis is very important subject for the structural engineering students. So let's start with this important subject of structural analysis. So 3, 2, 1. Let's start. Welcome back students to our online session. So let's see what are all the topics that we are going to discuss in this session. Basically, we are going to discuss the degree of redundancy of a plane frame. Same time, we are also going to discuss an example of a plane frame which is being rigidly jointed. Plane frame, it's rigidly jointed. We are also going to discuss degree of redundancy of the grids are also going to be discussed in this session. Example of a grids we will be also discussing in this session, and at the same time degree of redundancy of a space truss will be also discussed. So these are all the contents that we are going to discuss in this session. Basically, first of all, degree of redundancy of a plane frame. In any case of a pin jointed plane frame or a truss, the member carries only the axial, and hence there are only two equations that are being available at each joint, that is summation of h equal to 0 and summation of v that is also equal to 0. In a rigidly jointed plane frame, each member carries three unknown internal forces, that is axial forces, shear forces and the BM, that is the bending moment. Therefore, three equations are available at each joint in a plane frame. And further discussing, the degree of indeterminance may be calculated with the help of the following equations. It is ds is equal to 3m plus r, that is capital R, minus 3j, where the capital R is the total number of external reaction components, m is the number of members, the j is the number of joints. So these are all the important things for the plane. Further discuss, in case of an hybrid structure, that is a rigidly jointed plane frame with few pin joints. It's in some frame, pin joints are also being available. The degree of total indeterminacy, that is ds, may be calculated by the following formula. For such kind of plane frame where the pins are being available, to calculate the degree of static indeterminacy, we have another formula, that is ds is equal to 3m minus rr, in the bracket completes, plus capital R minus 3 in the bracket j plus j dash. So basically, we are knowing about m, capital R and j, but there are two new terms, that is capital double R and the j dash. Basically, the double R is the number of members that are connected to the pin or a hinge. So wherever the hinge are being provided, the number of members that is being connected with those pin or a hinge will be double R, and J dash is the number of hinges. Okay. Further discussing, let's discuss an example of a plane frame. You can see over here. Here it is a bowstring girder. Okay, and it has two supports. The one support is hinge support and the another is the roller support. Now, all of you will be knowing that the reaction at the hinge support will be the two, okay, horizontal and the vertical, and in the roller the reaction will be only in vertical direction. Okay, so let's solve this. So basically, here the number of members will be equal to 23. By calculating the number of members, by counting the number of members, here I have already counted, and the value this is 23. Now number of joints over here, the figure. Let's start with this example. Basically, it is a rigid jointed plane frame. So according to the formula, First of all, we have to calculate the number of members. Number of members over here is 23. You can see from the figure, you can count from the figure, number of members is available. Then number of joints in this particular figure will be equal to 16. After you will be counting all the joints, the member, you will find out that the number is 15. After that, next thing that is required is the reactions. From the figure, you can see that the reaction in this is equal to 3. Two reactions are being available from the pin joint. One reaction is being available from the roller joint. Okay, then the cells that are being formed in this figure is equal to 8. You can see the cells that are being formed. Means the cell which is being formed because of the member, interconnection of the member. So that is equal to 8. You can see over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Total number of cells that are formed in this figure is equal to 8. So based on the formula, we have to find the degree of static indeterminacy. That is 3m plus capital R minus 3j. So 3 into 23 plus reaction that is equal to 3 minus 3j, that is 3 into 60. So finally, after calculating the overall formula, the number that we are getting is 24. Hence we can say that the given plane frame is stable indeterminate to 24 degree. This is how the sums are being solved for the degree of static indeterminacy for a plane frame. Let's see another example of a plane frame which is rigidly jointed. You can see over here, it is just a plane frame which has a 2 pins. You can see at the top of the frame that 2 pins are being there. Okay, 2 pins are there. And at the end, the supports to which the frame are being fixed is properly fixed. Supports are properly fixed. And because of this, we can say that the reaction at each support will be 3. The horizontal reaction, the vertical reaction and the moment. We have the 3 supports and cumulatively each will be having the 3 reactions. So cumulatively we will be having the capital R value equal to 9. Okay, let's solve it. First of all, the total number of members of the figure is 10. You can count it from the figure. It is 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay. Okay. In the top member where there are 2 pins, individually the members are there. Okay. There are 3 members in the topmost section. Okay. Then the number of joints in the figure will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 joints are there. Number of hinges is equal to 2. You can see it from the figure that 2 hinges are there. Then reactions, previously we have counted that it is equal to 9. Condition of equilibrium that are being available for this plane frame, this 2D frame will be equal to 3. And you can see that there is only one cell. One cell is being formed at the top. Only one cell is being formed. And yes, we have to just use the formula for the ds. Okay, so it is equal to 3m minus double r plus capital R minus 3j plus j dash. So 3 into 10 minus 2. Okay, plus reaction that is 9 minus 3 into joints that is 8 plus hinges that is 2. So cumulatively after solving the overall formula and after keeping all the values into it, finally we are getting the value of ds is equal to 7. Therefore, we can say that it is stable and indeterminate to the 7 degree. Okay, so this was our plane frame and how we are finding the degree of static indeterminacy for. Next topic is degree of redundancy for a grid. So for that purpose, first of all, we should know that what is a grid. A grid is a plane structure composed of a continuous members that are either intersecting each other or crossing each other. Okay, there will be members that will be either intersecting or crossing each other diagonally or in some other way. All the members of the grids are generally lying in the one plane only. All the members will be in the same. the members of a grid are subjected to the vertical shear force and bending moment and twisting moment at any section, at every section. Okay. The formula to find a degree of static indeterminacy for the grid is basically ds is equal to 3m plus capital R minus 3j. Okay. So here we have a grid. Okay, you can see over here the members are being crossing each other diagonally. Okay, crisscross type of arrangement is there. So let's solve this. So basically from the figure you can see that the number of members is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 members are there. Okay, and the joints are basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 6 are the supports and the 2 joints are of the intersection joint. So cumulatively total we have the number of joints equal to 8. Reaction will be 40. Okay, you can see over here that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two reactions are being available at a pins. Okay, so 4 pins. So cumulatively it will be having the 8 reactions, and at the same time we have the 2 fixed support. Okay, so each fixed support will be having the 3 reactions. So cumulatively 6 plus 8, that is equal to 14. Okay, now just we have to place it in our formula. So 3m plus R minus 3j, 3 into 7 plus 14 reactions minus 3 into 8 number of joints. So finally we are getting the value of 11. Hence you can say that our grid is stable indeterminate to the 11th degree. Okay, now moving towards the next, that is the degree of redundancy for a space truss. We have discussed a lot of plane frame, okay, rigidly jointed frame. We have talked about the grids. Now let's discuss about the space truss. In case of a space truss, all the members of the truss not lie in one plane. Very often the space truss is formed by combining the series of plane truss. When the plane truss, number of plane truss are being connected with each other, we are getting a space truss. Okay, the member of the space truss are subjected to axial force only. Same in plane, similarly in plane truss. Here also in the space truss also the members are subjected to the axial force only. The equilibrium condition of the entire space truss or the section of the space truss is described by the 6 scalar equations. It is going to be, it is summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0 and summation of fz is equal to 0, which means summation of all the forces in x direction is equal to 0, summation of all the forces in the y direction will be also equal to 0, summation of all the forces in the z direction will be also 0. The same way, summation of all the moments in the x direction will be also equal to 0, summation of all the moments in the y direction will be also equal to 0, and summation of all the moments in z direction will be also equal to 0. So we can say that summation of mx is equal to 0, summation of my is equal to 0 and summation of mz is equal to 0. Okay, so there are mainly 6 scalar equations. Degree of static indeterminacy for a space truss is given by the following formula. It is equal to m plus r minus 3j. Okay, so we are ending here only in this session. Further examples of this space truss will be discussed in the next session. Thank you for attending the session. See you.
So here we are ending our session. Hope you have liked the session. We have discussed each and every topic in brief and also in detail. We have discussed each and every topic's practical application also. So thank you for attending the session. And if you have any kind of a doubt, if you have any kind of a query, then you can send me your doubts and queries in mail. My mail is in my YouTube channel. Do check into my YouTube channel, like it, share it, and again thank you for attending this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.